Welcome everyone to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. The Zips will kick it away first. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will get the first possession of the game. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
Caught behind the line. It's Rice. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Whitehead. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Akron's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking the safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Floating away. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Zips have their offense in high gear. Johnson looking to throw. Going for the big play. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. 2nd down coming up. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Zips have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Using the quick game. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Akron! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Pressure coming. A little release to the back. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Now on second down. Looking downfield, it's Strong. He's got it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Whitehead. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Now from inside the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Whitehead. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The Spartans have it with a first and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty. Ready to try the point after.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He looks that one in nicely. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Zips decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to throw deep right side. Picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking up the football, going up and making the INT.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Makes the grab over the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The Zips look to keep this drive humming. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Zips getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Getting some heat. It's complete to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Zips.
Holy cow, how about that? You think he's going in for the score. It looks like he's going to get in. He fumbles the football. Who's going to get it? Johnny on the spot. The offense finds the football, lands on it, and gets the touchdown.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Akron! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. He didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. And this setter downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it quickly to the tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quickly complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Got his man down the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Johnson looking to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Zips. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The short hands, it's Henderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on 1st down from the 30. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He'll just keep slinging it. Dances away. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air. It's Strong. He's got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Rice. Touchdown, Spartans! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got the back in the middle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll run the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're bringing heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They'll immediately call timeout.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at InfoCision Stadium.
The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead.
Just plowing ahead. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Ball marked at the 26, it's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Touchdown, Akron! A great catch and run for 6. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
Off play action. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Working that left side now. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. I think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Turns it on in midfield. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Quick strike complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
Now, I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Single back formation, and they give it to it.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quickly out to the tight end.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got a man, it's Rice. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker is Henderson. They'll move the chains, good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Spartans are rolling down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Unloads quickly. Nothing but green ahead. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. He caught it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Michigan State, 21.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Give to the running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. Third down coming for this offense. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
They're going to ride this running back.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes his connection. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. After that completion, move the sticks, it's first down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's second and 3. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains for the first down. And the Zips are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Johnson wants to throw it. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Zips! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
That makes the score Akron, 38. Michigan State.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll throw it on first down. They're working that left side. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down.
Second down.
He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rice. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So,
a shot toward the end zone. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch.
The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Akron! And the stomping has commenced. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. SMU notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Dallas is worth its weight in gold to the Mustangs. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Zips. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
well, that's an unfortunate part of the game.
Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
Brought down at the 31-yard line.
No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw, it's Strong. They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. 2nd and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Basic connection. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Spartans will have it 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. He's got an open man. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party gift. A late touchdown. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The offense set for a first down play. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The give. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
The Zips will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.